Well, hello everyone. This is Anita White and we're back with another video. This is Love Your Art, and for those of you who are brand new, thank you so much for joining me. Also, we just want to say thank you to our faithful viewers who are continuously viewing our videos and giving feedback. We so much appreciate each and every one of you. I had some questions about doing a Dutch pour using a black base. And how do I keep the layering colors from being swallowed up by the black base? Well, I thought I would best explain that by showing it to you. So today we have a 10 by 20 inch canvas, and I have some Artist Loft Fluorescent black, and this will be the base that we'll be using to assist in our design today. And I'm just going to take this and blow it out on the canvas. You can use a spatula or whatever your choice of tool is to help you, but it's really important that the black base, along with all of the other colors, are consistent in their paint consistency flow. So that's one thing to remember if you're looking at how to prevent the black or your dark base from swallowing up your lighter colors. Let's go ahead and lay out, by way of blowing out, this Artist Loft Fluorescent black. One way of making sure you have a, excuse me, our wood fire just fell over. One way of making sure you have a level base is to take a tool, spatula or some type of level tool, across it. I just happen to be using this large spoon. And what I'm doing at this point is making sure that I have pretty much even amounts of paint across my canvas. This is going to make me confident that what I have by way of a base color is pretty level and consistent all the way across. And of course, I'm going to check each one of my corners and my sides to ensure that we have full coverage. And I'm just taking this to get a feel for it, to see if I have any highs or lows. And if I do, where do I want to move that paint, either across the canvas or off the canvas. And that's one of the things you want to do to check, make sure you don't have too much paint in one particular area of your canvas. You can also just pick this up and tilt it until you get your paint about even. But one of the best ways to do is to feel it. A spatula or some type of tool, and I use an OXO spatula most of the time. Just have this long stirring spoon, and we'll just try that, because you don't have to have any special scraping tool or spatula tool, just something that works. And I can see I have level paint most places. This corner, this edge here is a little low, so I'm pulling that in to ensure that there's paint all the way to the end, to the edge and sides. And I'm just feeling to make sure that I don't have too much paint in any one area. And it feels pretty good. It feels pretty level is what I'm saying when I say it feels pretty good. All right, let's do that to get a level base. Popping air bubbles now. Always looking for any uninvited guests to our party. Anything that may possibly create a less than flawless foundation. That's what we're looking for. Now this doesn't have to be perfect when I say you're looking to ensure the paint is level, but it does need to be very close to even across each side of the canvas. All right? And so today I'm going to be using some bright colors so that we can see how they hopefully dry and how we can work to ensure that the paint that we're using does not get swallowed up in our black base here, okay? So I will be introducing those colors and we'll be creating a design. I love, love, love the Liquitex Basics Hooker Green. We also have the Amsterdam Yellowish Green. I'm going to put in some Amsterdam Vermilion along with some Liquitex Basics Cadmium Yellow Deep Hue. And I also am using the Artist Loft Yellow Deep, or Deep Yellow. Then we have some Liquitex Basics Quinacridone Violet, or no, that's Magenta. And Liquitex Basics Fluorescent Pink. So we have some vibrant, lively colors here to work with. 2 greens, 2 yellows, and sort of 2 pinks and 1 orange. Well, let's try and get a design down that will help us to really see these colors come together. How about we do one here as well? Okay. All right. All right, we'll leave it at that. I'm just putting these on top. Someone asked me if I use puddles. I don't typically use puddles. I'm not opposed to puddles. I do prefer the lines. However, puddles work nicely as well if you know how to balance out the puddle and blow it out nicely so that it doesn't look like it's just left a big stain where the puddle was. This is that vermilion orange, and as you can see, it is extremely bright and pretty. You don't have to use real bright colors on black. I just happened to choose to use these bright colors because I wanted to see how well they would hold up with this black base. I'm confident that they'll do fine. And I am putting yellow on yellow. This is that deep yellow. And I'm intentionally doing this yellow this way because sometimes yellow tends to fade out regardless as to what palette you may be using. It doesn't always show up nicely, so I want to give it a chance to represent itself the best. And that's why I use 2 of the different yellows. And this fluorescent is the only fluorescent I'm using. I'm just curious as to how it's going to look and stand out with these powerful bright colors that are bright but they're not fluorescent. This is the only fluorescent we're using in the design. Okay, now that is quite a bit of paint, which I'm thrilled about. But I'm going to do what I like to do as a signature piece, and that is wrap back around with the color that I started with. In this case, it's hooker green. Or you could just wrap back around with any color that you prefer. Oh, that gave me a little bit more than I wanted. Any color that you prefer to see more of. So that's what I do to wrap back around. All right, we're going to move our friends aside and get them away from this amazement so that we can make something very special happen. Again, popping air bubbles. And this is a 10 by 20 inch canvas, so we don't have an awful lot of room to work with, but we do have lots of rich color to play with. So let's see what we can do with that. I am going to take, I think I'm going to start on this left-hand side here, and I'll work my way over to this side. I'm not really sure exactly how I'm going to do that piece, but we will do it. We will be able to see what happens. It's like a little string of something. You always want to look for any foreign debris because you don't want anything interfering with your dried process. Okay, here we go. Isn't that amazing? So dynamic. Beautiful. I have a bit of lime green from my layering colors here, quite a few colors on the side. I'm just taking my finger and wiping that off, and then I'm going to take my other finger and replace that paint that I wiped off with the base paint here, just to make that a nice smooth finished side. This is absolutely powerful. It's so pretty. The colors are just rich and vibrant, and they're just feeling each other in terms of, oh, I'm here. Oh, yeah, I'm here. You're here too. Oh, I see you. You see me. Yeah, we see all of you. This spot right here looks like it could be blown just a little bit, and I'm going to do that. That's what I meant by just a little bit. Other than that, boy, is this really very rich and vibrant, and the colors are so pretty. A couple of air bubbles here that we're popping, but for the most part, this is just very fluid and rich. It looks like an explosion of color. I love, love, love the combination, and I also am very, very pleased with the fact that the only color we used one of is that Vermilion orange, and it is speaking loud and clear for itself. It's not overpowering, but it is making its own statement. So I'm going to take my little palette here and wipe along the edges really quick. We want to retain our design as much as possible. Again, this is a 10 by 20 inch canvas, and it has done an amazing job with these colors on the Artist Loft Black. I wiped this, as you may know, or some of you who are new, the reason I'm doing this is because I want this design to come to rest. And as soon as I do this, the sooner it will begin that resting process. That means it's no longer moving off the edges. We come back a few minutes later and continue to wipe underneath until we find that there is no more movement of the paint or dripping off of the paint. So pretty. Let's bring you in for a close-up and let you see what we have here. Okay? All right, my friends, we are here with our close-up. Look at how amazing these colors are in combination. They are so beautiful. You can see that they have very minimal amount of cell activity, and we didn't put any metallics in, so that kind of helps with keeping the cell activity down. I apologize for the glare, but we have to have at least one light on so you can see her. Otherwise it'd be absolutely dark in here. But look at the richness and the vibrance of these colors and how absolutely unbelievable they have merged together to form this completely beautiful design. It looks like it's a powerhouse of color that's just exploding or igniting, and it's all coming alive on black. I hope you can see what I see. I apologize again for that glare, but rich color, very vibrant colors. You can see from the side here all the way over to the top and middle. The fluorescent pink is standing out so beautifully. Along with that vermilion orange, as I mentioned, it is just on its own, speaking for itself. So here we have a 10 by 20 inch canvas with black as a base, and the colors are not being swallowed up by the black. Take a close look at that, and we're going to also wait until this dries so you can see just how amazing the colors were able to be retained in the design. All right, everyone, here we have our dry results of the 10 by 20 inch canvas that we did with the Phoenix Firebird. It is amazing. It looks like lots of fire by it, like it's coming up out of the ashes. The colors were really rich and vibrant, and you can see they dried very nicely. You can see the Quinacridone Magenta along with the yellows. We used the greens. Also the fluorescent pink can be seen in there. Vermilion is the orange-like color you see in here. All of the nice colors that are in this design, all are out, showing up loud and clear. There's the eye that you can see. Looks like a perfect eye. It was just done not with any effort of mine, that's for sure, by pure design. Again, this is a 10 by 20 inch canvas, and these are the results of a finished dried product. And I certainly hope that you like it, because I was amazed at how it came out. Totally took me by surprise. Anyway, this is Anita White with Love Your Art, and we will see you guys again on the next video upload. Bye now.